Is Caitlin Clark the best women's basketball player we ever seen? It's the fans' perspective. Like or subscribe to the channel for more great content. On last night, Caitlin Clark had a huge game. She scored 41 points, about like 12 assists, about 7 rebounds, something like that. I mean, it was incredible. She beat Angel Reese and the LSU team. Let's look at some of the highlights and then we'll talk about it.
Poa, who drew 2 offensive fouls on Clark in last year's national championship game.
She has more size and length.
Clark, you bet! They dump it into O'Grady, spelling Stolke, back to Clark. Clark bounces off, Martin fires, and hits! Huge 3 there for the freshman Williams. A Folter running the other way, lays it in. Clark again with the get-ahead pass, and Kim Mulkey trying to call a timeout. 3:30 to go in the first quarter. Clark looking to turn the corner, lays it in, plus the foul.
In terms of her balance, getting threes from the perimeter and then opportunities for threes in the paint. Clark gets caught on the screen.
An 8-point LSU lead. Clark through traffic finds a Folter. She hits a big one for the Hawkeyes. In the backcourt, Martin gets it ahead. Iowa with numbers. Here's Clark. Catch, fire, and hit.
Yes, as you can see, Caitlin Clark was really getting busy last night. And I think it was like it was perfect looking at last year they played LSU and they lost to LSU. So this year, seeing them get their revenge was really cool. And I mean, I feel like they really deserve this win when you look at how hard they've been playing throughout the year. And Caitlin Clark, like, even though she was getting busy, I mean, her teammates really played well too. So shout outs to her team as well. But to talk about it, do I feel like Caitlin Clark is the best women's basketball player we ever seen? At this point, I can't say that, but I will say she has the potential to be the best women's basketball player we've ever seen. Can she be the best college woman right now? I can give it to you when you look at what she's doing. I mean, she's breaking so many records. I think last night she broke the 3-point record all time. She's about what? Ooh, they said it was like 80 points she was away from the all-time tournament record for points, and she had like 41 last night. So, I mean, she's about what? 39 points away. So I do feel like she could possibly have the most points in the tournament. So I do think she got the potential. And I really say that because when you look at it, in order for you to be the best basketball player, whether that's men's or women's, you got to consider there are certain factors that people look at when they put you there. You can have the most talent, but if you don't have the backing of the media and all of that, that plays a part as well. So when you look at the hype that's coming behind her from the media, I mean, you got Ice Cube offering her $5 million to play in the Big Three. She gets enough publicity, that kind of lends to the fact that she could, if she continues to play well and the media continues to hype her, she really could be the best basketball player we've ever seen. Now, that's no disrespect to people like Lisa Leslie, because right now, Lisa Leslie for me is the best in terms of like the dunk. She was the first woman to dunk that we've seen. I mean, she's just a legend in our eyes when we think of women's basketball players at this point. But I mean, Caitlin Clark really has an opportunity to be that. Like, she really can be that. When you look at how she plays and the way she plays too, also adds in because she's like a woman Steph Curry. She out here shooting from 30 feet. I mean, she's incredible like that. She's shooting from deep. So like her game really lends to the fact that, yeah, she could definitely be the greatest woman basketball player we've ever seen. And I mean, Juju coming behind her too because she's a freshman, so we don't know where she could go with this too. And really, this is a great place that we're in for women's basketball because I'm gonna be honest with you. we really didn't pay attention to women's basketball like that until these women, these younger women coming like Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Juju, and even that girl from UConn, Paige. I didn't realize how good she was. Last night, she was getting busy last night too. So it's like it's so many women that are playing well now in college that I like where women's basketball is headed. Like I've never been this excited to watch a women's basketball game. I'm just be honest with you. So honestly, I've been watching the girls in college more than the boys in college. And I would never do that back in the day. So I really like where we're going. I feel like Caitlin Clark is really her at this point. The only thing that I would say with Caitlin Clark that could potentially turn her off, because we know sports, a lot of sports fans, they get turned off by different things, right? I feel like if she, I'm trying to figure out a way to say this, like, I will say the black community, they could get turned off by certain things she does. If she like comes off in a way that's like too uppity or something, like it just offends the black community. Now I don't want to be a hypocrite because Angel Reese be doing a whole lot of stuff too that I don't like sometimes. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I know it can rub people the wrong way. And maybe to be honest with you, it could be too because it's women's basketball. Like we be a little more because the guys we when we watch NBA, we watch college. These guys are always talking trash, always taunting and doing stuff. But it's just like when the women do it, we got this feeling when it comes to women, like don't do too much, like don't be too aggressive, don't be too masculine. So it's a weird dynamic, when it comes to the women's basketball and them hyped up and talking trash and stuff. But I do think it's good for the game, and it's part of the entertainment part of the game. But yeah, that's all I got for today. We're gonna be making more videos and content. So like or subscribe to the channel. The Fans Perspective, we out.